Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today we are going to learn about the application of differentiation. Okay, for this chapter, let's begin with approximation. We have approximation, rate of change, kinematics, and many more. Okay, so let's begin with the first part of application of differentiation, which is approximation. Okay, first of all, before I show you the example of approximation question, you need to understand what does it mean by approximation. Okay, let's begin with the simple example. Let's say, okay, for example, if I give you one equation which is y is equal to 2x. Okay, we know that this linear equation, when we substitute the value, let's say if I want to substitute, I will let, if when x is equal to 2, we know that y, we substitute, we will get y is equal to 4. Okay, now what will happen to the value of y if I change x is equal to 2.01? Very small difference. Okay, so when you substitute 2.01 inside here, okay, so what is going to be 2 multiplied by 2.01, which is, so y is going to be 4.002. Okay, 4.02. okay, now why do I show you this one? Okay, first of all, I want you to focus on this value. Okay, from 2, when increase until 2.01, what is the increment happen over here? How much value of the increment from 2 until 2.01? This is 0.01, correct? Okay, so meaning that when I change the value of x from 2 with the small increment 0.01 to become 2.01, the value of y also increase. Okay, how much? The increment of y from 4 until 4.02, so 0.002. This 0.01 and this 0.02, both of them we call the increment or the approximation increment. Okay, but specifically this 0.01 is the increment for x value we call delta x. For this 0.02, where is it? Okay, for this 0.02, this is the small increment happen in y. This one we call delta y. Okay, this delta x and this delta y, both of them we call the approximation changes happen in the variable x and also in the variable y. Okay, so let's proceed with another question. This is the simple basic one. What does it mean by approximation? Okay, now next question. Okay, let's start with this question. Question number 1. It says that variable x and y are related by the equation y equal to 5x minus 1 over 3 minus x. Find dy over dx. Second part, hence find the approximate change in x when y increase. Okay, now let's do step by step, question by question. For question number 1, part 1, let's find dy over dx first. Okay, if you look this equation, this operation is the division, so automatically we must apply the quotient rule. Okay, do not use product rule, do not use chain rule. Do not use outside and inside rule. For this question, we need to apply the quotient rule because the operation is division. Okay, let's begin. Okay, for the dy over dx. dy over dx. So, I will let u is 5x minus 1. V is 3 minus x. So, the quotient rule said v du dx, if you still remember, v du dx minus u dv dx over v square. So, let's substitute. V du dx. V is 3 minus x. Du dx. Differentiate 5x minus 1. We will get 5. So, I will simplify directly. Okay? So, 5 multiplied by 3 minus x. 3 minus x, this is v. 5 is coming from the differentiation of u. Minus u dv dx. What will happen when we differentiate v? Negative 1. So, since negative and negative, we will get positive. So, positive 1. So, u is 5x minus 1 over v square. 3 minus x square. Simplify the answer. So, when we open the bracket, you open the bracket and then you simplify everything. So, the final answer, we will get 14 over 3 minus x square. So, this is our dy over dx. Okay, now, next, this is the thing that we want to highlight. Find what is the approximate change in x when y increased from 9 by the small amount 0.07. Okay, let me move the paper. By the small amount 0.07. Okay. Okay, now how to answer this question? Okay, first of all, before I proceed with this question, there is one formula that you need to remember in order to apply the approximation. Okay. Okay, firstly, always remember the approximate change happen in x and y can be represented with this formula. I will write over here delta y over delta x approximately dy over dx. So this is the formula of approximation. Okay, delta y over delta x approximately dy over dx. Okay, now let's answer this question. The question said, find the approximate change in x when y increase from 9 by the small amount 0.07. Okay, 0.07. How to answer this one? First, let's list down the information that we have. If you look over here, it says that the question are asking about the approximate change happen in x. What is it? So, meaning delta x is equal to unknown. We don't know. This is the thing that we are looking for. Okay. Okay, and then what next? If you look this formula, delta x is the one that we are looking for. What is this delta y? This delta y represent the increment or the approximate change happen in y. Okay, from the information, it says that y increase. If you look over here, y increase from 9 by the small amount 0.07. This 0.07 is represent the changes happen in y. Okay, so in another word, this 0.07 we call delta y. So I will just down over here. So delta y is equal to 0.07. Okay, now next, based on this formula, it says that delta y over delta x is approximately dy over dx. Where do we need to use to get this dy over dx? It is from the previous question, from here, 14 over 3 minus x squared. Okay, now I will substitute the information inside the formula. So from the information that I have, so the formula said delta y over delta x. So it's going to be 0.07 over delta x, which is unknown, is approximately dy over dx. What is dy over dx? 14 over 3 minus x square. Rearrange, make x as a subject. So when we rearrange, make x as a subject, so you cross multiply, so you will get something like this. So delta x, rearrange the formula, is approximately 0.07 over 14 over 3 minus x square. Okay, it means that I just move this delta x to the right side, I move the whole thing to the left side. Okay, now if you look over here, delta x should be a constant number for this question. Okay, because it is given that delta y is 0.07, so meaning that delta x also should be something with the constant value. But if you look this expression, I can see that we have 0.07 over 14 over 3 minus x. Do you see this variable x? We need to do something. Okay, how to deal with this x? If you look from the question, it says that the value of y increase from 9. So meaning that from this equation, this 9 is actually the value of y. Okay, this 9 is actually the value of y, because the question said when y increase from 9. But our delta x, inside here we have the unknown x. How to get x? We have y. Just take this y equal to 9, you just substitute inside the original equation. 5x minus 1 over 3 minus x equal to 9. This y equal to 9, you just substitute inside here. Okay, so I will take 9, I will substitute inside the original question up there. So 9, this is the way how to get the value of x. So 9 is equal to 5x minus 1 over 3 minus x. You do cross multiplication. So 9 times 3 times x, so we will get something like 27 minus 9x is equal to 5x minus 1. You rearrange, you make x as a subject, so x is equal to 2. Okay, x is equal to 2. What do we need to do with this x is equal to 2? Take this value of x is equal to 2, substitute inside here. So our delta x will be approximately 0.07 over 14 divided by 3 minus, okay, now this x substitute with 2. 3 minus 2 square. Take your calculator. So when you press your calculator, your final answer, you will get 0.005. There is a double zero over here, okay? So 0.005. So this is the approximate change happen in x when y increase by 0.07. Okay, so this is the changes happen in x. This is the changes happen in y. So this is the final answer, 0.005. Okay, next question. Just remember the formula that we need to apply in this approximation is this: delta y over delta x approximately dy over dx. Just manipulate this thing. Okay, let's try the next question. Question number 2. It says that the variable x and y are such that y equal to ln in bracket x squared plus 1. Find the expression for dy over dx first. Okay, let's answer this. Dy over dx given ln x squared plus 1. So hopefully you still remember how to differentiate the ln function. Okay, so it's going to be 1 over x squared plus 1 multiplied by differentiate x squared plus 1 inside, you will get 2x. Then simplify, so your final answer will be, so dy over dx is equal to 2x over x squared plus 1. Settle. So that is our dy over dx. Okay, now the next part. It says that hence find the approximate change in y. Okay, this time they are asking approximate change in y. From the previous question, they are asking about the approximate change in x. So be careful which one they are asking for. Okay, so find the approximate change in y when x increase from 3 until 3 plus h, where h is small. Okay, if you compare this question with the previous question, in the previous question it says that y increase from 9 by the small amount 0.07. So 0.07 is the changes happen in y for this case. But for this case, they said that x increase from 3 to 3 plus h. Okay, now I have question. If you look over here, when it says that find the approximate change in y, so what is the thing that we need to find? Delta y. So delta y is unknown. This is the thing that we are looking for. Then it says that x increase. When it says increase from 3 to 3 plus h, so how many increment happen over here? From 3 until 3 plus h. So just minus, okay? 3 plus h minus 3. So we'll get h. Okay? So what does that h mean? Meaning that the increment happen in x equal to h. How I get h? 3 plus h minus 3. Okay, now let's find. The formula said delta y over delta x approximately dy over dx. Okay, let's substitute what is the information that we get from the previous question. So from the previous question we have dy over dx. I will substitute over here. So delta y over delta x. What is delta x? H over h approximately. Dy over dx is this 2x over x squared plus 1. Rearrange delta y is approximately, move h to another side, 2x over x square plus 1 multiply by h. Okay, now if you look this question, compare with the previous question. For this question in the previous question, in order to get the value of x, we need to substitute y into the original question for the previous one. Okay, now for this question number 2, in order for you to know what is the value of x, we can directly use the information given over here, because it says that this is the value of x increased from 3 to 3 plus h. Okay, so the initial value, which is 3, the initial value, this is represent for the x. Okay, always remember this x over here is represent for the initial value before the increment. Okay, so x is equal to 3. Substitute inside here. So delta y is approximately 2 multiplied by 3 over 3 square plus 1 multiplied by h. Okay, you resimplify. So delta y is approximately, so this is 6, this is 10, so 6 over 10, which is 0.6. Okay, so you will get 6 over 10 h, or delta y is 0.6 h. So this is the approximate change happen in y when x increase from 3 to 3 plus h. Okay, next question, question number 3. Variable x and y is given such that y equal to x minus 3 ln to x square plus 1. Find the value of dy over dx when x is equal to 2. Okay, let's answer this question first. How to find dy over dx when there are two different functions together? Let's use product rule. So this is u, this is v. So in order to find dy over dx, so dy over dx is equal to v du dx plus u dv dx. So this is the product rule. So v du dx, so ln to x square plus 1, so du dx x minus 1, when you differentiate we get 1. So we have only ln to x square plus 1 multiplied by 1 plus u dv dx. U is x minus 3. Okay, now how to differentiate v? This is ln function. Okay, so differentiate ln to x square plus 1, we will get 1 over 2x square plus 1 multiplied by, differentiate inside 2x square plus 1, 4x. Okay, then you can simplify. How to simplify? You can merge this over here. So it's going to be ln 2x square plus 1, okay, plus this and this. So you have, you can do like this, 4x in bracket x minus 3 over 2x square plus 1. If you look over here, I don't expand this one. Why? Because I need to substitute with x equal to 2. Substitute x equal to 2 inside here. So you will get ln in bracket 2 square, then multiply by 2, then plus by 1. So we get 9, ln 9 plus, substitute 2 inside here. So you will get 4 multiplied by 2 in bracket 2 minus 3 over then 2 square plus 1. So simplify, our final answer is ln 9 plus, simplify this one, you will get negative 8 over 9. So the final answer, press your calculator, 1.31. So this is the value of dy over dx. The value of dy over dx. That's why I leave the answer in terms of decimal number, 1.31. Okay, next question. Hence, find what is the approximate change in y. Approximate change in y. So this is delta y. When x change from 2 until 2.03. How many difference changes happen over here? 0.03. Okay, one more thing you must remember. If you look this question and the previous question, I give you the changes happen from the small number to the large number, which is increase. So that's why the changes is positive, 0.03. There is also case where the changes is decrease. Okay, when the changes is decrease, the delta over here, the value of the delta x will be negative number. It depends on the increment happen. If the increment is from the small to the big, then it is positive, increase. But if it is decrease, changes is decrease, then the delta will be negative number. Okay, so this 0.03 is delta x, because this is the x changes from 2 until 2.03. Okay, now let's answer this question. Formula first. Delta y over delta x is approximately dy over dx. So delta y over delta x is 0.03, is approximately, what is dy over dx from the previous question? 1.31. How do I know that I must use the previous question? Because of this, hence find the approximate change. It has connection. Okay, now rearrange, make delta y as a subject. So 1.31 multiplied by 0.03. So the final answer, use your calculator, 0.0393. So this is the approximate change in y. So if you have any question, you can comment and you can text me for the chapter approximation, and then I want you to try the exercise in the textbook. Okay, check your textbook, open the chapter approximation, look, go through the example given and also the exercise. I want you to try to do all the exercise about approximation. You can choose any question, and then if you have any problem, you can post in the Edmodo, or you can post in our WhatsApp group. Okay, so that's all for today. Selamat Hari Raya.